Yeah, yeah. Dollars, yen, euros, VS, VV, dollars. Euro, Shiro, can you say it's what we want and what we need? So go and get it.
Yeah, I know what I do. Morning motivation. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Morning motivation. Topic of the morning is, man, don't wait till it happens to you, ladies and gentlemen. Do not wait till it happens to you. Do not want to be proactive. Do not want to be an advocate for something until basically it's at your front door. Don't wait till your child get killed. Don't wait till you suffer from some type of police brutality. Don't wait till something happens to us if you want to be proactive and fight against it. Because if it happened to somebody else, it can happen to you. Individuals always want to turn a blind eye to something when it comes down to basically as long as it ain't happening to them, they don't care. If something happened to your neighbor, if they ran in your neighbor house, they possibly and they can and they will run up in your house. If they don't do nothing about individuals doing other things to other people, they're not going to do nothing about somebody doing it to you. So don't be waiting and don't be feeling like just because it happened to you, it deserves some special attention. If it happened to anybody, it deserves the same and equal attention in that regard. So y'all got to stop running around here with that nonsense, man. For real. Ain't nobody got time to be sitting up here, you know what I'm saying, waiting until it happened to them. Then all of a sudden, oh man, this is bad. Oh, we need to clean up the streets. This, that, and the third. We need to be proactive. No, we should have been trying to clean up the streets before anything happened. We should have been proactive about all these things about getting our community together, finding ourselves ways to get some type of generational wealth, finding some things to get ourselves culturally sound, finding some ways to get ourselves some financial. We need to worry about seeing how we could get our own stores so we ain't got to continue to be buying and patronizing with other people so we can patronize and spend our money with ourselves. Don't wait till it happens. Don't wait till all the Arabs come and take all the stores and decide you want to take stores. Don't let them take all the storefronts. Don't let them rent all the apartments. Don't let them buy all the houses. And then all of a sudden you feeling a certain type of way because you don't have no property. Don't wait till they take everything and decide you want something. If you want something, go get it because they out there getting it. They out there taking it. So since they out there taking it and they out there getting it, you should do the same. You should do the same. You may have other, you know what I'm saying, hoops to jump through or whatever the case may be, but you're strong and you know that you got to do what you got to do. So whatever hoops you got to go through to get what you need to get, I think you need to go ahead and get that. I think you need to try that. The community, the family, don't basically live in a house and watch the house go for sale and say the Arab's gonna buy it, and then you're gonna rent from the Arabs. You feel what I'm saying? Don't do that. You know what I mean? If you see a house that you renting and it's going up for sale, why don't you buy the house? Why don't you be the owner of the house? You're paying rent anyway. You're paying rent anyway. You're paying $1,000 close to whatever it is you're paying in rent. Why don't you put that towards the mortgage and buying a house? Maybe you don't know what the situation is, so you might want to go think about doing that. And don't wait till it happen to you. Don't wait for your son to be on the front page of the news to realize that you should have been trying to keep more eye on him, trying to keep him out of the streets, trying to keep him in a safe in a good position. Don't wait till somebody come up missing to where then you want to worry about things of that nature. Then you want to start worrying about trafficking and people doing things that they don't need to be doing. You got to worry about these things prior to them happening. You got to nip these things in the bud, as my mother would say. You can't just keep letting things drag on and drag out and think that everything gonna be peachy. It's not everything not gonna be peachy. You can't keep turning a blind eye to other people's sorrows or to other people's basically other people's issues and think those issues won't be adjusted to you or you won't have to go through those issues. You'll have to go through those issues. You don't know. You don't know if you have to go through those issues or not. So don't basically just turn the blind eye to somebody else's issues or somebody else's problems. Don't just say, "Oh yeah, that's sad. Oh yeah, we gonna do this for now," and then all of a sudden you forgot about it 6 months later. We still getting killed by the police. Everything that's been happening to us for the last umpteen years is still happening. Ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed. Everybody still feel like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's still in the same rut. We the only individuals that don't have nothing. We got Chinese restaurants in our neighborhood. We got Arab stores in our neighborhood. Every other culture is flourishing in our neighborhoods except for us. We don't have no stores in our neighborhoods. We don't have no stores in their neighborhoods. We don't have no houses in our neighborhoods. We don't have no houses in their neighborhoods. We don't vote. We don't have no say so. We don't go nothing into nothing. Only thing we do is just sit back and wait for something to happen and then want to complain about it. point the finger at everybody else, talking about what everybody else did, what everybody else getting, and what we not getting, and then just leave it at that, and then just settle for whatever it is they put in front of our face. That's all it is. That's all they do, and they do it all the time, and we just keep settling. We just keep settling, like, oh man, it ain't me. I'm getting to the bag. I ain't worried about it. I'm getting mine. I'm getting mine. I'm getting mine. That selfish attitude that we have as individuals in this culture is crazy. Because the only thing we be worried about is whether or not we getting ours, whether or not we getting ours for our sake, for what we got going on. That's it. You ain't worried about, you know what I'm saying, the outside of it. Yeah, you get into it, but then you ain't everybody. What about everybody else around you? You get into it, but everybody else around you is kind of miserable. How far you go, or you gonna have to separate yourself from them if you're not trying to help them eat. It's one thing to say you eat, and it's one thing to say you get into it. Yeah, but are you helping other people get to it? Are you helping other people get to that level? Are you helping other people do those things? Are you trying to keep other people out of trouble? Are we trying to keep each other out of jail? Are we trying to keep each other out of situations where we don't have to deal with this nonsense? I don't know. I don't know. That's the question. Are we doing the things that we need to do to keep ourselves out of these situations? Are we looking to build these villages so we can? Now we have a gang of individuals that's like, I don't even know. We got a gang of individuals that's just lost. They don't know where they at. They don't have no goals. They don't have no aspirations. They don't know what they want to be. They Google everything. Everything is a Google. They don't know how to write in cursive. They don't know how to tell time on the end or top. They don't know how to tell the big hand from the little hand. It's crazy when they don't know how to tell the time. They don't know how to write their name in cursive. They don't know nothing about the, you feel what I'm saying? Everything gonna be a fingerprint identification. They're gonna be identifying themselves by their fingerprints and things of that nature. So therefore, when things get written down and basically there's scripts and stuff like that, they're not even gonna be able to read it. If we used to write a letter right now in cursive writing and wait 20 years, nobody's gonna be able to, half the people not even gonna be able to read it. They're not even gonna be able to interpret it. They're gonna have to go all the way back and research cursive writing and then like decipher it. That's crazy. Just because they don't teach it no more. Just because they don't teach it no more. So don't wait till it happens to you. You can make. I mean, if you see there's things lacking in the school system, you might as well fill that void. If your son or your daughter don't, you shouldn't be expecting the school system to be teaching your kid anything that's going to make them positive or put them in the light. Whereas if they can basically be positive in the world, if you got that, I mean, they're not going to teach you everything. They're not going to teach you nothing. They're going to keep you blind as long as they possibly can. It's up to you to open them doors. It's up to you to research those things. It's up to you to provide that information to your children that they're not providing for your children. If you know it's information that's not being provided in schools, then provide that information for your children. Don't wait for somebody else to provide that information, or don't wait for some type of change in the school system to decide that you want to educate your children different, or your children need a different education. Don't feel like you got to wait for the school system to put black history in the schools. You could teach black history every day. You should teach black history every day. I don't understand why you don't teach black history every day. Black history is history. I don't understand why they call it black history is history. It's our history. We own it. We own the rest of this history. If they want to really go into it and get funny like that, but we ain't gonna get funny like that. We all human beings, and it is what it is. And as human beings, we gotta do what we need to do to make sure we keep love, peace, and positivity in our communities. Keep that good mind state. Start building villages so we can start nurturing and taking care of these children and start guiding them in the right directions for this world that they about to step into. Because the world that they about to step into is basically it's never been seen. It's unforeseen. It's something that's never been seen, never been dealt with before. And basically, they're gonna have a whole lot of bumps and bruises that they're gonna have to deal with in this new society and this new day and age. Whereas if having the roots and moral values of having just the necessities of knowing how to go back and live life and survive is going to be necessary. It's going to be a necessity. So if your kid don't know how to cook, your kid don't know how to start a fire, you know what I'm saying? It's the reason why it's the reason why they took all that stuff out. It's the reason why they don't want individuals to know how to camp. They don't want individuals to know how to survive in the wild. It's a reason for that. So therefore, if they ever basically put you in a position where you had to go to the wild and you had to basically live on your own, you're not going to be able to sustain. You're not going to live. You're going to die. That's just the way it goes. You're going to die. And that's their goal. Their goal is to keep you blind. The goal is to keep you keep you basically lost. That's why they got y'all in your cell phones. I keep telling you, y'all hung by cell phones. Y'all don't even know it. If y'all actually really take a look at the streets and y'all look how people looking, they all look like they got a noose around their neck. Why? Because they head down. They standing straight up and their heads down. They standing straight up and their heads down. Why? Because they up in that phone. And if you was to take phones out right now, it'd be crazy. Look what happened the other day when they took out that AT&T had that cell outage and had everybody on SOS for a couple of hours. It was pretty much pandemonium running around these cities. They didn't know what to do. They didn't want to go to work. They didn't know how to function. All they knew was that their phone wasn't working. And the first thing they did was went to social. And the first thing they did was went to social media. First thing they did was go to social media. They don't have no service. They don't have nothing. The first thing they do is try to get to social media by any means. By any means, they try to get to social media. They need social media. They did just say, "Hey, fuck it, it's out. It's out. It is what it is. It'll be what it be." That's what happens. You know what I'm saying? The phones went out. No, they went straight pandemonium when the phones went out. And the phones only went out for a couple hours. Imagine if that happened for a day. Imagine if that happened for a day. People couldn't use their phones for a day. They wouldn't know what to do. If you actually had to go outside and talk to somebody, or you actually, I mean, that's what they need to do. They need to shut the phones off, make people go outside and talk to each other. If people had to go out and talk to each other, people basically had to say what they had to say or say what they said face to face to people. I don't really think it'd be a whole lot. I don't think it'd be so much confusion. I don't think a lot of people be talking as reckless as they be talking when they would be on the internet. If it wasn't no internet to go over and talk on, they'd probably be lost. Ain't no telling what'd happen if people just actually really just they took the internet away. Some people would lose their mind. Some people wouldn't know what to do with themselves. They would not know what to do with themselves. They would be lost. So don't wait till it happens to you to decide you want to do something. You might want to be proactive about things before they even happen, or make sure that you're proactive so those things don't happen to you. So you could be in a position to where those things don't happen to you, or if something like that arises, you know how to handle it, and you can basically make sure there's justice that's going to be served if anybody tries to do any harm or any injustice to you and your people and your kind and everybody else around you. It's a neighborly thing. It's not something that you're going to be able to do on your own. Everybody got to protect themselves. For real, for real. And once again, we know what the hell going on. And I'm going to direct this, and I'm going to direct this directly to black people. And I don't care how y'all really want to take it, but y'all know we know what the hell going on out here on these streets, man. We know who doing what out here on these streets, man. To be perfectly honest with each and every black person, we know who out here doing what out here on these streets. We know who out here doing whatever it is that they do. And if we want to really get control of everything, we're going to have to basically address those people and address those issues and let those people know, well, listen, we understand this is what you're doing, but this is going to have to change if we're going to come up as a people. If we're going to come up as a society, we're going to come up as a culture, we're going to have to start addressing each other and start addressing each other with 100. Like, listen, we can't keep turning a blind eye. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, I mean, Miss Mary just can't keep turning a blind eye knowing that her neighbor out there stealing cars and crashing. Her neighbor just can't keep turning a blind eye to knowing that, you know what I'm saying, the individuals that's around her is doing evil deeds and she just continue to turn a blind eye because, you know, that's life. We can't continue to do that, man. We can't continue to do that. At some point, we're going to have to address some of these issues, man. We really are. We're going to have to address these issues. We're going to have to address the individuals that's out here being reckless, and we can't turn a blind eye to it because it's only going to hinder and hurt us. It's not going to hinder and hurt nobody else except for us. So, you know, we know them, we know them kids that's out there doing what they ain't supposed to be doing, man. We know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. We know. We don't say too much, but we know. We don't have to say nothing to nobody else. We can make it. We can do this internally. We can internally. You know what I'm saying, do what we need to do. We can make sure we've been keeping the police. I mean, we know how to keep the police out of our business. We know how to keep the police out of our business because we only let the police know what we need to or what we want the police to know. That's why half the time they don't really like coming into the hood because it be so biased. But we can clean up our own streets because they are streets. So we know how to clean it up. We know who to tap into to clean it up. We know how to move and shake and get it together to whereas if we clean it up and control our own neighborhoods. So we ain't gotta worry about the police. If the police don't have no reason to come into your neighborhood, why would there be police brutality? If the police had no reason to come into your neighborhood, why would it, you know what I mean? Why would it be police brutality? They ain't got no reason to be out there. They ain't got no reason to be doing nothing. So you can keep them out of your neighborhood. We ain't got no problems, officer. We good. Handle everything internally when it comes to us, man. That's what we gotta start doing. We gotta start handling our business internally and start living for the prosperous and positive motivation for ourselves as a culture, man. Seriously. So again, man, stop turning the blind eye to everything, man. We can't keep turning the blind eye to ourselves because we kill it ourselves. We can't keep turning the blind eye. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, it is what it is. Turning the blind eye is not doing nothing but hindering us as a people. We continuously turn the blind eye. Like, oh man, they got nothing to do with me. I ain't, man. Shit. I'm good. They can do what they want to do. I catch them on the flip side. I hope they get out all right. You feel what I mean? You can't do that all the time, man. That's not good. It's not good at all. You hurt. So I really don't know how that whole, you know what I mean? How that whole thing gonna go. But at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, man, we gotta start taking care of ourselves and don't wait till it happen to us or wait till it happens to us personally. Or we have to go through it personally to be want to be advantageous or advocate for something. Just because it didn't happen to us, we just basically turned a blind eye to it. Can't do that, man. If it happened to one of our people, if it happened to anybody, like I said, I'm gonna keep it on a human scale. If it happened to anybody, it can happen to you. So if there's an injustice or some type of whatever it is going towards somebody else as a human being, if they do it to them, they'll do it to you. Period. So we want everything. I mean, we want to keep that on an equal basis. We want to keep that on an equal playing field. You feel what I mean? So word. That was just my thing for the morning, man. I just really had to get that out, man, because I really feel like we gotta stop turning a blind eye, man. We gotta stop. We gotta tell Billy, put that gun down. We gotta tell such and such, yo, man. So I mean, leave that dope alone, man. We gotta tell such and such, yo, man. Leave that crack alone, man. I know they might not listen at the end of the day, but we still just, I mean, we gotta let them know that we aware of what's going on and we really not gonna stand for it. If that's what you want to do, fine, but we don't have to stand for it. We don't have to. I mean, we don't have to indulge in it. We don't have to enable it. We don't have to enable it. You feel what I mean? We don't want to enable this stuff. We got to stop enabling these individuals, thinking that these individuals got some type of power when they really just taking away the power. They're not using their power for good. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, I mean, like now it's like, yo, if you see somebody with a gun, man, it's like, yo, I think you need to switch that for a book. I think you need to switch that for an application. I think you need to switch that for a life insurance plan. You feel what I mean? I think you need to switch that for a life insurance plan. I don't think you need to be toting no gun. I think you should have took that money and invested in yourself and invested in a life insurance plan. Because if you die, you ain't got no way to bury yourself. So I think you should have took some of that money that you spent on that gun and got yourself some life insurance. If you got kids, if you gonna do it like that, at least do it smart. I ain't gonna say smart, but at least do it in some type of way where something beneficial out of it. Because you ain't really want to benefit, and you claim that you was doing it for the bag. So if you get a good enough life insurance policy, you go out there and get yourself killed. They have a couple dollars at least. They ain't like at least if you ain't want to give since you ain't want to give them no guidance, no structure, no nothing like that. You don't want to give them nothing like that. You don't want to give them no generational wealth or nothing like that. Because you want to just put it out there all on the streets. You just want the streets to raise them. So give them. I mean, if that's what you want, that's what you want. I can't. Each his or her own at the end of the day. So I can't tell you what to do. I'm just saying at the end of the day, that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Because at the end of the day, ain't nothing coming from that but death. Ain't nothing. I mean, you got a 90% chance of you dying, 10% rate of you surviving and making it out. And if you do make it out, how you go? I mean, the end result of you making it out of that lifestyle, the trauma that come behind it is going to be it's not even worth it either. So now you got all these years of you just being. Then if you got a dentist, then the sad part about it is you gonna go get some help for it. So 90% die, 10% live, 5% of that got problems. No, the other 10% got mental problems just as well as, you know what I mean? They got mental trauma, probably PTSD. Ain't no telling what they coming out of the game with since they made it out. And then it's gonna be determined whether they gonna be willing to go get the help to keep them from getting or staying in that situation. Because a lot of times they get out and go right back because they don't know nothing else and they lost. And they got a vice that they don't know how to. They ain't learn how to control because they ain't had knowledge of self. So consider if they can control that vice pulled them right back. Then they probably ended up dead or back in jail. You know, that gangster shit. Yeah, I mean, fresh old. Yeah, I mean, they're doing something. Yeah, I mean, you know, that gangster shit. That's what I want to talk about. That's what I got to say to that gangster shit. For real, for real. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to get out this morning, man. I've been sitting here. I did that up. I mean, I just wanted to get that out, man, because I really feel like we got to stop turning a blind eye to the bullshit, bro. You got to stop turning a blind eye to the bullshit and let individuals know when they own some bullshit, they own some bullshit. You can't keep, you know what I'm saying, turning a blind eye to the bullshit because it's just not what we do or it ain't got nothing to do with us. It's still bullshit at the end of the day. If we let these motherfuckers throw bullshit too much, that bullshit gonna start, you know what I mean? Gonna be too much bullshit around. This shit gonna eventually that's gonna be around us because they throwing a lot of bullshit around. So eventually, you know what I'm saying, if it's too much bullshit, that shit gonna start fucking around with us. So we gotta start getting that bullshit up out of here. Seriously. It's not a good look for us to be sitting here dealing with this bullshit like this. We gotta start addressing it. So shooting somebody, killing somebody out here, you know what I'm saying, just living the lifestyle because you've been blinded by the narrative that you can't get out. You're blinded by a narrative that this is all an illusion. They put these things in front of you to have you feeling a certain type of way. You got to think the opposite way. It's all about how you think. It don't matter what they put in front of you on how you think. That's the thing. It's an illusion. You have to learn the difference between those two things. What's an illusion and what's really real? It's an illusion. It's something to have you feeling a certain type of way. That's why they do the things they do. That's why the parks, and you don't see a lot of, parks and recreational people in your neighborhood. It's up to us to keep our neighborhood clean. It's up to us to keep our lawns and all that in some type of tact to make our neighborhood look like something. It don't take nothing to make it look like something, and it's all in the look. It's all how you look at life. One man's trash is another man's treasure. So just because of one man see trash, another man might see treasure. You never know. Because he might find the means to make something out of it. He gonna make something out of it at the end of the day. And make it and put it to good use without doing nothing, you know what I'm saying? Without doing nothing foul. So once again, man, don't wait till it happen to you, man. Don't wait till it's your son on the news. Don't wait till it's your daughter missing. Don't wait till, you know what I mean? Let's just start being advocate and let's start being very proactive on making sure these things don't happen and start keeping it solid in our own neighborhoods and start taking care of ourselves and taking care of what we got to take care of. And then we can go dealing with other issues. Let's deal with our issues first as Black people, as a culture, as humans. Let's deal with our issues first, as issues we have with ourselves, issues we have with one another, and the whole nine. Let's try to get all that together, and then let's build from there. Let's build from there. Let's see how we can take that, because we got to start helping ourselves. We're doing way too much complaining out here. Way too much damn complaining. We got to start putting our foot down. Taking some action towards this stuff. But it is what it is. Y'all know what it is. Morning motivation, positive energy always creates elevation, ladies and gentlemen. Positive energy always creates elevation. Do not forget it. Don't think about nothing else but positive things. You can do it. Don't ever use those words that's basically used in a negative form, because negativity is something you don't really have to deal with. Something you have to address, not something you have to, well, something you have to deal with, something you have to address, but you have to place it in its proper position, whereas if it's not affecting or hindering you as an individual and growing as an individual. You make it help you grow. You use it to help you grow. You don't use the negativity to bring you down. You use the negativity to help you grow. You use the negativity to help you inspire. You use the negativity to help you grow your faith. You use the negativity to help you hold your ground and your integrity and your morals and your values. That's what you use the negativity for. And then you use the positivity to basically just keep it going and keep it all on the up and up. You heard? Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We gotta do this for the people. We gotta do this for the people. We gotta do this for the kids. Man. We gotta do this for the kids, y'all. We gotta do this for the kids. We gotta stop being selfish out here and start doing this for the kids. It ain't all about us. It's all about us. If you get it. It ain't about us, but it's all about us. You know what I mean? Just us. And once again, man, shouts out to my man L-Biz. You know what I mean? I stay busy. You should too. Y'all know what it is. Libby's Lemonade Stand, best lemonade in the world. So if y'all want the best lemonade in the world, y'all can holler at Libby's Lemonade Stand. She's on Instagram. Y'all can join the text group, jump in, see when the flavors is popping, see when the lemonade is available, and see and get all the updates in regards to the lemonade. If you want to check out Easy and L, they got something dropping on the 29th. Yes, it do. They on YouTube, Instagram. So check them out. Easy and L, they got some good things going on. They from the 716. Pretty Bully got a new EP dropping, if I'm not mistaken. She got a Pretty Bully got an EP dropping, so y'all want to tune in for that. Y'all definitely want to check that out. That's definitely going to be a dope joint. She definitely spit. She definitely put it on for the 716. Seriously, she definitely she go bananas. She go bananas. I'm sorry, she go bananas. I ain't even going to hold you. She go bananas. And my man, Mathematics, you know what I'm saying, new upstate music group. Definitely tap in with him if you need some beats or you need something like that, man. I got the Blaisdell merch coming soon. You know what I'm saying? The Blow Smoke hoodies coming. So if y'all want to blow a smoke hoodie or tee, man, holla at me. I'm going to show y'all what they look like when I get them going this weekend. Also, what else we got going on? I don't know. Be on the lookout for the beat battle that's coming March next month. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep pushing that because the beat battle coming next month. So definitely tap in and look for the updates that's going on with the beat battle, see who producing, who gonna be in the battle, who gonna be battling who. I mean, see if they probably gonna have something on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Where they probably have like interviews or face-offs or whatever. But I'm gonna definitely keep y'all updated with that in regards to the beat battle that's coming up. Other than that, I think I'm pretty much out it with all the plugs. Oh yeah, shout out to G4 Jag, Fly family. You know what I'm saying? Proud of you. Everything you're doing out there, you know what I'm saying? I think you just dropped some. I'm not too sure, but he got a catalog. I could definitely check him out on YouTube. He got a bunch of EPs out, Survivor Series, all that. I could definitely tap in, tune into that, man. Great music. I've been doing this for 20 some odd years, so you know he ain't no rookie to this. You know what I'm saying? He been nice for 20 years. Kid been nice for 20 years. Bar for 20 years. But yeah, I think that's it. I stay busy, you should too, man. Do something positive with yourself, you know. Yeah, I think that's gonna wrap it up for me today. I'm gonna end this out, man. I'm gonna end this particular live today with what did I play like? What did I go out with yesterday, man? I forgot what I went out with yesterday. I don't know. I guess I'll go with New York State of Mind. I'm gonna go out with New York State of Mind for this morning, y'all. New York State of Mind, y'all. We out of here.
Been to the east side, west side, I even been down south. Ain't nothing like home, man. Might as well just go ahead and fuck it. Set this shit off.
I'm in a New York State of Mind.
takes a minute, only seconds to come with a fiery line. I treat these rappers like hood credit cards, they decline. When you ever heard punchlines on time like mine? Only draws in my battles be my Calvin Kleins. Catch me at Club Epiphany, sliding with a chick named Tiffany. Hit the telly with an ounce of weed, box of Dutchess and Hennessy. What you really telling me? Next thing you know, I'm getting blown in the whole street.